Hi everyone, so I'm back for another video. I'm taking it outside today. Hopefully the change of scenery is good. I love being in nature, and the sunlight is hitting. Today I want to talk about something that I've become very passionate about recently, and that has been really present in my life as of like a week ago. And so I'm hoping that there are other people who are also on this same journey or a similar journey, and I'd love to help or give some insight on what I've learned and what I'm still learning, and maybe inspire some people. So I want to ask you a question. Who are you? Who are you really? What are your likes, your dislikes, your fears, your desires, your wants, your needs? I personally hated when people would ask me that question. When, you're getting to know someone and they're like, tell me about yourself. And I always hated that question because I never knew how to answer it. I felt like I didn't really know myself enough to tell them about myself. So I didn't consciously think, oh, I don't know myself, I can't answer this question. But now that I think about it and I realize that was the case, I didn't know how to answer it because I didn't truly see myself the way that other people saw me. I felt like someone could easily explain who I am. If my friend was asked, who is she talking about me, they would be able to answer it because they can see me and they know me, or they know what I show them. And so I'm assuming that there are people who feel similarly about that, who they can never answer the question and why. I live with myself. I've been with myself since the day I was born. So why can't I answer the question of who I am? Why? Yeah, I want you to think about that. And maybe this video is not for you. Maybe you know exactly who you are and you don't have any problem answering that question. And if that's the case, then that's amazing. But I'm sure there are people out there who had my similar experience. And I think the reason for that is because we don't allow ourselves to be ourselves. I recently just came to this realization. I thought I was who I showed to the world, and my perception of myself was an amalgamation of other people's perceptions of me, of other people's likes and dislikes and desires, of what I thought other people wanted me to be. And so a lot of people can relate to that, and you might not have realized it before, and you might just be realizing it right now. Or maybe it might take you a little time to think and sit and think about everything that you have liked in the past. Like, for example, dressing a certain way, picking out certain outfits, having certain hair color, certain hairstyle. And I mean, yes, it is actually true that, as a society, there are different social groups. Like in school, certain friends, they have a social group where they are very similar to each other. We do attract similar people. And not that it's wrong to be in a social group with people that are similar to you, but is it who you truly are, or is this the person who you think you should be? Have you let yourself be yourself? Have you learned yourself? As a society, that's the reason why trends exist, whether it's fashion trends or food trends or drink trends. Any trend, that's the reason why it is, because people like to be like other people, because it gives us a sense of belonging, of wholeness, of acceptance. And not that that's wrong to want to feel that way, but it can lead to doing certain things and feeling a certain way or thinking a certain way that isn't really you, because you want to fit in. And it's not that you're consciously thinking, oh, I must do this because if I don't, then I won't fit in, because a lot of times it's subconscious. You don't constantly think, oh, I'm wearing this because I know that my social group wears this type of clothing. No, you just do it, and it can feel like you, and maybe it is you, maybe that is who you are. But because I have recently realized that everything that I did, and maybe I'm alone in this, and maybe I'm making this video for nobody, and then that will be sad, and wow, I need help. But I don't think so. And so yeah, I realized that I would do things, like basically, so the way I dressed, for one, I would wear certain things because I remember this is something that I consciously did. I would put on a certain outfit and I would think to myself, this is how I decided what I wanted to wear. Not every single time, but a lot of the time, I would think to myself, okay, if someone saw me walking down the street, would they think that I have good style? Would they think that I know how to dress? Are these shoes cool enough? That is an example of not being your authentic self. Because we do this to fit in, to be accepted, to be loved. But the truth is, people love authenticity. People love it when you are yourself. And some people won't like you. Some people won't like it when you're authentic. And so be it. Not everyone's gonna like you, and that's okay. But what matters is that you like you. Because for me, personally, when I was in that cycle and that constant loop of someone gonna like me if I wear this, is this cool if I wear this, is someone gonna think I'm weird, it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good to me. It felt like, what am I doing? Like, I wasn't being me. I wasn't honoring my true self and giving myself love. Because authenticity is a form of self-love. Because you are authentic for yourself. When I started stepping into who I really am and being authentic to me, that's when I started loving myself even more. That's when I started realizing, wow, like, I'm a person that is different. I'm a person that's not like other people. My voice, my perception of the world, the way that I think, it's mine. This is me. And I love that because I'm not like everyone else. And no, someone may not like the shoes that I chose to wear today. And so what? I feel happy knowing that I'm honoring myself. And it feels good to be authentic. It feels good to be you because you let yourself shine. I'm sorry if I look over here a lot, but it's just that the sun is like shining. And also for some reason, whenever I think, I like have to look into space so dramatically, like I think in face. And I don't know why I do that, but sometimes I think as I speak, and so that's why I look over there, because like my brain just for some reason has to look into space as I think. Don't mind me. And so what really helped me tap into my authenticity and my true self is embodying my higher self. So this may be something that many of you are familiar with, and some people may have never heard that word before. But your higher self is basically who you truly are beyond this physical reality, beyond this three-dimensional body, beyond the identities that we have boxed ourselves in this three-dimensional world. And your higher self is, I want to say it's the best version of you. Basically, we are more than just our physical bodies. We are spiritual beings. We are light beings who right now in this 3D world, we are having a human experience with this human suit on. And so this, who we are now, is a part of who we are. Who we are is much greater than what you see in front of you. And so we have multiple lifetimes with multiple bodies, multiple human suits, multiple human experiences. And so our higher self, it's who we are at our core. It's what we return to. It is what we are always connected to. Your higher self does not fear. Your higher self is authentic. So the reason why I'm talking about higher self is because I felt I was being my most authentic was when I tapped into my higher self. So we are always connected to our higher selves, but we have to make that choice. We have to become aware of that connection. We have to tap into it. We can do that through meditation with some noise canceling headphones or like beats or anything like that, so that no outside noise and you're just with yourself. And you go within yourself so you can connect to your higher self, which is within you. When I connected to my higher self, I felt no fear. I felt like I could be authentic because I felt powerful. When you are connected to your higher self, you are stepping into your power. You are taking your power back from the people or the things that you have given it to by being afraid, by not speaking your truth. But when you step into that, your higher self, you are taking your power back. And meditating is not the only way that you can do it. I think a really good way is also being present, being in the moment, because in this moment, everything exists. So everything that you need is in this very moment that you're watching this. So once you are being mindful, you are being present, you are not distracted by your thoughts that take you to the past, that take you to the future, but you are here and you can tap into that frequency. You can tap into your higher self. I'm embodying my higher self when I am being authentic, when I am feeling very loving, very kind, when I am brave, when I feel strong and powerful. And so what is being authentic? What is being authentic? Because you may feel like you are being yourself, or maybe you have now come to the realization that maybe you haven't been your truest self this whole time. But then how do I show my true self to the world? Where do I start? So being authentic can mean something different to everyone. But essentially, being authentic means being you, accepting yourself as you are right now, accepting that maybe you have succumbed to other people's perceptions or other people's judgments. Maybe you have, but accepting that. It's letting the world see that. Because for me right now, being authentic means getting to know myself, because I'm ready to show the world my true self and who I really am. But right now, I'm discovering that. I'm discovering who I really am without other people's judgments, without caring what other people want or what they like. So maybe you need to do some self-discovery to let the world see who you are. Maybe you need to get to know you before you can let others see you. And liking something and doing something and enjoying something, because it makes your heart light up. So that's what I listen to a lot when it comes to authenticity, is my heart. So if in my heart it feels good, if my heart is smiling, I don't even know how to explain that, but sometimes it feels like my heart is smiling. If my heart lights up with joy, I know I'm being authentic. Yes, even when you feel that in your heart, your mind might still come and say, hey, but they might think it's weird. Don't listen to the thoughts. That's your ego. It is not your higher self. It is your ego, which is all of these identities that you have put yourself in this world. What is your heart? What do you feel? Not what you think, but what do you feel? That's what helps me personally. So in this next part, you have to release. So releasing, allowing your past identities to shed like snake skin, revealing your true self that is within you. So that means releasing of who you thought you were, releasing who other people thought you were. You don't have to. You do not have to continue to identify as the same person that you used to be yesterday. You don't. You can choose. You can choose who you want to be today. So do things you've never done before. Try things you've always wanted to try. Try things you've never thought about trying. Journal. That's one thing that I love to do. Journal your innermost thoughts and feelings and read it and observe yourself. Observe your thoughts. Don't get lost in them. Don't let them suck you in, but observe what you think and what you feel, and try to get to the bottom of why you think that. Why are you feeling that certain way? Where is it stemming from? Look at yourself in the mirror as you think certain thoughts. If you observe your thoughts and watch your reactions. What things do you cringe at? What things make you smile? Dance, laugh, listen to music that makes you happy. Hope that I helped. So if I helped just even one person, then that's enough for me. Thank you for watching. Bye.